Yeah, I mean, consistency is key. We seem to have start out the year really hot in Daytona 500, land on run okay, and then we kind of decline in the summer stretch. We're top 5, top 10, top 10, and we need to keep the flame lit the entire season. It's super hard to do. You're going to have a high flame, you're going to have a low flame, but as long as it's lit, you got a chance, and we got to do a really good job of doing that. And the sport is so hard, being at the cup level, the wins don't come very often, and you have to be ready to pounce when they do. So that's what we're looking forward to. Not going to leave the reservation on anything that we don't have to, but just a little more element to it.
What has MJ meant to you as far as motivation, and do you worry at all the labor dispute going on might sour him on sport?
No, he's. I feel like he's very much invested into the sport and what we have going on at 2311, and he reassures that through all the people that work on our race cars each and every day, that we're showing up, competing for wins and competing for a championship, and we're just moving forward with that. But he's competitive. He wants to win, and he knows what it takes to win, and it's all up to us.
From extending a lot like Burley did a number of years ago, what have you noticed from him throughout his big growth year that happened last year that gives you some sort of expectation of what he's like to work with and what to expect on?
Yeah, you nailed it. His year last year really kind of opened up a lot of our eyes, and it was really cool to see him. When I think Vegas the way he did, and then Indy was cool. Did he get one more? Phoenix. That's right. He closed out. Yeah. That was big, and I think, confidence is so hard to come by when you're down in the trenches, and I'm not sure if he's ever down in the trenches. Just the couple weeks that I've been around him now, he's a very upbeat and positive kid, and it's nice to have that. And so seeing where he's at, like the Clash weekend didn't go as planned for him, but you talk to him and he's like, yeah, it's okay. I could have done this, and that better, and certain things could have gone better, but we'll be fine. And it's like, it's a good mentality to have. But I think last year, knowing what he's done brought him a lot of confidence. But you have to learn how to manage that in the Cup Series, because it's not like you're just, walking into a new avenue, but it's such a massive step, getting here. So I don't want him to get discouraged if the first 5 races don't go his way, because it's so hard, man. I remember making my first Cup start, Pocono, and thought I was the best on it. So I got my ass kicked 6 ways to Sunday, and I was like, okay, I need to go to work, and here we are. So it takes a lot of work to be competitive. I think he has that passion and that drive to do it. It's just putting everything together and making it work.
What do you feel like as a driver you still have left to unlock to elevate your performance on a more regular basis? I know you mentioned the consistency, but what is there left to unlock?
It's just winning and being more competitive, being a name that is being talked about for the performance and the success. And so I feel like I have the mentality to do it. I feel like I have the performance to do it. We just have to put those two things together and make it coincide and exist together, and you never know where the results can take you. But we've just been barely hanging on to the last playoff spot or missing it by 1 or 2 spots, and that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable first and foremost for me, and that's the most important person that I got to please is myself, and now my kid Bex. Although good thing he doesn't really know what's going on right now. But yeah, I think just having fun with it. This is my 8th year in Cup, and I feel like I belong here, and I've done a lot, and I need to do a lot more personally to be satisfied.
With that in mind, do you view this race as not just the Great American Race, but potentially one of your best shots to guarantee your fifth playoff spot?
That'd be lovely. Man, I might not even show up for the. They got that new whole waiver thing, right? I don't care. I'll start with 2,000 points, whatever it is. That's it. I'm in. I'll be on vacation until the playoffs start. My 2 wins have come in the playoffs, and so I don't know what it's like to win early in the season. So we're going to focus on that.
Bubba, you came up through the Drive for Diversity program. Does it bother you that diversity and equity inclusion is now considered a negative term or being portrayed?
There's the sour apples out there that have never really appreciated the diversity standpoint from it. It's up to you to have that good spot in your heart and just treat everybody equal how you want to be treated, and it doesn't matter what they look like. You just have to just do things right. It ain't that hard to do things right and be respectful and a good human being. I made a promise to one of our guys on the team that to never be negative on self again. So I may have slipped once or twice last year, but I think overall on a better standpoint. Still just competitive, man. You know, when things don't go your way and or things that you can control, you didn't do a good job, man. There's no easier person to blame than yourself. And so I'm not afraid to do that. You know, it's the cameras are on or off. I'm pissed off at self a lot, and so I just want to be better than where I'm at and be the best ultimately. And I know there's a lot of better guys than me in the sport, and that's okay. I accept that. But you know, there's nothing more that when you strap in the car and put the helmet on that you want to go beat them, because that means you've done something.
And a generic question, but what does the Daytona 500 achieve?
Oh man, coming home second a couple times. You know, I've seen the stats for how we perform here in Daytona. It's an incredible race and something really cool to be a part of. You know, I've told. You know, when Baxter came over and crew chief for me in 2020, I said, hey, man, take 15 minutes to yourself to be a fan of the spectacle that you're a part of for the 500. And I told Charles that. I said, take 10, 15 minutes. When you get a break in your schedule, just go walk around and see how many people are here, just the environment that you're in. Totally different than a truck race, right? But being here in Daytona, it's a massive facility. They always do a great job of putting on a good show here for the fans, and it's cool. We've come close too many times, but I'll take second. That pays better than some other spots, so it's good.
What would a win here mean to you?
I talked about earlier, winning early would be awesome. Just getting yourself locked in, you could, you know, have a massive weight lifted off your shoulders, and doing it here on the big stage for the 500. There's no better day for it.
They drop a massive trophy.
That's fine. That weight comes off the shoulders but goes into your hands. I'll take that all day. And in the bank account. I said this the other day. I was talking to Gluck, and I said, me and Booty were Ike and Mike just alike. You know, we didn't like very many people. We like to do our own thing, you know. And, you know, Charles is going through all the motions of being in all the meetings and getting acclimated to what it takes to operate at the cup level and on our side and everything that goes on at 2311. And so he's just very direct. He's very attentive to every little detail. And, you know, that's a change of pace for me. I'm not saying that Booty was not, but the way me and Booty operated was, hey, man, I gave you a fast car. You're going to qualify 15th to 20th, and we'll go kick their ass in the race. And then we'll talk about tractors and bourbon for the next 2 hours, right? Well, we're all race cars. We're all, you need to do this, you need to do that, and we'll execute to the best, and that'll be it. That's how Charles operates. So a little change of pace for me. It's a little bit more structured and buttoned up, which I'm not really a fan of, but I'm also like, hey, this is a new year, new me, I guess.
The way Dennis, sorry, I was just going to say, on the point of Charles, Denny said earlier that he really brings a level of accountability, which is, again, not to say that maybe wasn't the knockdown, but it's an extra level.
Yep.
In what ways have you seen that?
Yeah, he's making sure, like I said, I'm set up for the meetings that we have. If I'm not there in person, he's texting me 5-10 minutes beforehand. Hey, you got the link, you got the number, make sure you're on. So yeah, I think just that is like, all right, man, I'm there. I'm locked in. I got you. Yeah, that's cool. It's humbling, you know, looking at, you know, the success that Raj has had, has been really neat. And, knowing that I've played a small role in that has been really cool. And we're getting to the point now where we're bouncing, you know, ideas off of each other. And it's not just coming to me for, you know, hey, how do you get around this place? It's like, hey, what'd you feel? Although he's a different manufacturer, he still gives me some secrets. Hope that doesn't give him in trouble. But that's just how it rolls. And I think if we can both continue just to work hard and be successful in the sport, we let our results do all the talking, and hopefully let the driver's seats fill up with different faces.
On that note, it's not the steward.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Yeah.
Black History Month. Win 450.
Yeah.
Won it. Yeah. So
that was that's
you to win.
Yeah.
In February, Black History Month.
I mean, it'd be great. You know, looking at what Malcolm has done and how long he's invested his time and energy into the sport and following his brother's footsteps, and finally see it pay off was really, really neat. I sent him a message on Instagram, and he was grateful for it. But just cool to see. Just cool to see other people have success as well.
Bubba, are you less opinionated now than you used to be? You try to be more.
Are you saying I'm less of an asshole than before?
No, I like your.
Oh, wow. I don't know. I try to be.
It seems like you've toned down your opinion.
Yeah.
Or not?
There's a time and a place for it. And I think I've realized that now more than ever. And I think the biggest thing is the time and energy invested in trying to have an opinion with people that don't give a damn about it. It's just a waste of time. And the number one thing that I hate doing is wasting my time. So
You're talking about people on social media.
yeah, and then you meet some people in face to face, and you can feel their vibe, feel their energy. So I guess I'm trying to be less opinionated and more focused on what I need to just do, and that's just go out and perform and win race.